Greetings and best wishes for a happy holiday season from all of us at 2K Sports as we get set for this NBA presentation. With Greg Anthony and Stan Van Gundy, this is Kevin Harlan, and we're joined by our reporter David Aldridge on the sidelines. We've got the visiting team facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from three. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Here's Bonga. Pass to Ntilikina. And he's good on the three ball.
That's inexcusable defense right there. You gotta contest the shot better than that.
Defended by Jones. They set the pick. Back to Hayes. Just 5 on the clock. Let's go. Davies grabs the miss. Here's the three. They get it again. Pass to Ntilikina. Taken away by Hayes. And here in the first, closing in on 2 minutes play. Five to shoot. From the arc. Cans it from downtown.
You cannot leave him alone like that, especially from long range.
Here's Bonga. Lets it go from the wing. That shot misses.
Well, this isn't the start they wanted. Need to just settle down and move the ball for better shots.
Davies grabs the miss. Outside, Jones. Here's the screen to the inside. Pass to Bonga. For the three. Outside, Jones. Stolen away. Lets the three fly. Hits the three-point bomb. He's got 6.
And off to an incredible start here early from long range.
Here's Davies. And that comes off the assist by Jones.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
You have got to be kidding.
Hey, talk about taking things into your own hands. A minute 50 left here in the first quarter. Rebounded by Ward.
Well, the defense catches a break there. You expect him to make those.
Ward controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Oh, what terrific hustle. He's got a nose for the rebound.
Greg, he's ferocious when the ball goes up. Jones, the pass to Davies. And no good. Kicks it out to Jones. Nailed from three-point land.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
1:09 left in the first quarter. Offline with his three. Pass to Ntilikina. Here's Davies. Over Hayes. Davies misses.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Low. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Well, those go down for him in his sleep.
For three. It's rebounded by Hayes.
No doubt the quarter just not going his way. Still scoreless.
27 seconds left to play here in the first. Shot clock at 6. Takes the three. Good D by Jones. Here's Bonga. No scoring in this one. 14 feet away. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good.
Unselfish basketball. That's what coaches love to see.
And the last second attempt does not go in for him. And so the first quarter is in the books. Up 5. And we'll be back with you for this. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the visiting team, what do you think?
You could see they were well prepared defensively coming into this one.
KYP, know your personnel. So far, good attention to the scouting report.
He's covered by Washington. Pass to Watera. Goes up the baseline, and Jones pulls it down.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
And here is Washington. Now Pokuševski. Jones finds Pokuševski. Three-pointer. That's a no-go, and he's still looking for his first bucket after 2 shots. Here's Watera. Launches it. Nothing that time. He's 0 for 2. Pokuševski with the ball. Got that bucket in no time at all. Pokuševski's got his first points in this one. Here in the second quarter with a little over a minute gone. They set the pick. Here's Watera. It's good. He scores. That's his first basket after missing his first 2 attempts. Now 1 for 3. Here's Lundberg. He has yet to score. Bounce pass from Pokuševski. Clock at 6. Spins. Inside. Here's Jones. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Here's Watera. Misses the 3, and he used the pump fake well there, but he couldn't capitalize. Lets it go with the 3. Pokuševski with the bucket. Pokuševski's got 5.
And the defense scattered all over the place on the break. Nice job finding the wide open 3.
Fires for 3. Good on the triple.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Washington passes to Pokuševski for 3. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
What are you going to do defensively? Such separation with the height advantage in that matchup.
Pass to Watera. And Jones pulls it down.
And guys, his shot hasn't been falling this quarter. Time to settle down, refocus, and get a really high percentage look.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Well, it took him a while to get his legs under him. He didn't do much in the first quarter, but now he's off and running.
Here's Pokuševski. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. Here's Watera. Connects from 3-point range. Watera's got 10 points now just in this quarter.
Well, his offense is carrying them right now. And even with the defense keying on him, he's making great adjustments on the fly.
Pass to Hummus. Here's Watera. Launches a 3. 4 for 9 from the floor with that miss. Now, here's Washington. Defense right on him. The shot from 20 feet away. No good that time.
That was a good look from the mid-range. He'd like to have that one back.
Here's Watera. Up again. Lundberg grabs the rebound. There's 39 seconds left to play here in the half. And they're on the break. Jacks up a three. Misses that one. He's 0 for 1 from the floor. Now Pokuševski. He has 5. Shoots the three. The shot missing.
Yeah, those shots from him are certainly not helping their case.
There's the triple. Now in the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
Well, you love the unselfishness. Makes the next pass and enables his team to capitalize on the possession.
Gets the three-pointer to fall.
Well, so many bigs excel from three-point range these days, and he's right up there with the best of them.
And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Up by 3. We'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
You know what time it is. It's time to go fan half-court shot.
With All-Star Weekend around the corner, let's see who's...
This is a contest where sometimes you get guys who don't play much. So a lot of their best dunks happen in practice. Makes the evaluation. This is why so many teams are trying to play with pace. The defense just couldn't match up with them in the space. It's much harder to score.
And that concludes halftime. Now time to send it over to Kevin Harlan as the game's about to...
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. We've got Ntilikina. He's out there with Jones, and it's Davies in at the 5. And that's the group for Phil Jackson as we begin the second half. Pass to Bonga. For the tie. The shot, no good.
Well defended that time. He's a shooter that the D has to close down on quickly when he's ready to pull the trigger.
Jones, the pass to Ntilikina. Here's the 3. Drills it from outside. He's got 6.
Boy, you can see their confidence growing. They have reason to believe.
Yeah, they're in this one. They have some momentum on their side, and they just need to keep up the intensity.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there.
Not a great start to the second half. Just 1 for 4. Got to find ways to generate better looks here. Well, those go down for him in his sleep.
Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Ntilikina's got his first 2 points of the night.
Fleshing out his offensive game over time. Ntilikina wants to keep improving in the paint.
For the lead. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Sinks the three-pointer.
It's those kind of passes that bring up the entire team's confidence.
To the inside. Defended by Jones. Off target from outside. A tight game here in New York. Here's Bonga. Down low. Whoops, anticipated the pass. Turnover. The 3. Davies grabs the miss. Davies has got rebound number 7 for him tonight. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. Pass to Bonga. Off target with his 3.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all.
Well, despite his lack of efficiency, the team has put together a good offensive effort tonight.
It's rebounded by Hayes.
Yeah, I'm not sure if he's going to be able to shoot his way out of this one or not.
And that's going to be out of bounds. And they'll keep possession.
And he jumped out to that ball immediately. Great reaction on that deflection.
Yeah, and you know they're tracking the tips and deflections because that tells you who's affecting the game.
Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
Picked away. Here's the break. Low. Offensive rebound. It's good on the putback.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
There's 1:40 left in the third quarter. Rebounded by Ward. Low. Pass to Ward. And it's Hayes in the corner. 5 on the clock. There's the screen from downtown. That shot off.
Doesn't register as a block, but he did everything you want defending that shot.
Well, you know, sometimes the most pivotal plays don't always go on the stat sheet.
Jones has gotten 2 of his 3 shots to go tonight. And a miss there on the triple.
And he has been ice cold from beyond the arc here since halftime, and he continues yet to fire away. He has got to tone it down if he wants to help his team.
Pass to Bonga. To the left side wing. Shot clock at 6. Nilikina passes to Davis with the fadeaway. You can't get that one.
Well, the defense was giving him that one, but he made the shot more difficult than it needed to be. You gotta play smart.
And that's going to be too many steps. Gets the whistle on the travel.
Sometimes the action speeds up on you a little too much. 2 teammates not on the same wavelength there.
They set the screen. Pass to Ward. A 3-ball. Buries the long-range jumper. Ward's got 8 points.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
And that's going to do it for the third quarter. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
Yeah, it's pretty to watch. It's great to have so many big men in the NBA who can dish it like this.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter.
And those are the types of shots down the stretch that win you ball games.
Here's Watsura. This one for 3. Yes, it is. Or that is a bucket. Number 5 on a 5 for 11 night.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Pass to Lundberg. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. We played just over 1 minute here in the fourth quarter.
Well, that's why he's out there using his size in the paint.
Shoots. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. Here's Watsura. Takes the 3. And Jones pulls it down. Jones has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Here's Lundberg. Can't tie it up as that one misses. Pass to Hummus. From the arc. And Jones pulls it down.
All right, I'm just going to say it. He's over the game. Might be time to stop shooting the ball.
Hakusevsky can't hit. Hakusevsky's gone 4 of 10 here. Has 6 misses. Here's Watsura. Bangs home the trifecta.
Their ability again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
Yeah, and where has the defense been? They've been content to let them fire away. They've got to close out to the arc.
Lets it go from deep. The shot will not fall. Diversified scoring in this one for him.
I love when everyone can get involved. A full team effort.
Traps in the tray. From past the arc, knocks down the three ball. Wanzera's got 9 points now in just the second half.
And the fans are so fired up after that triple that trimmed the lead at the other end. And now they are stunned.
Here's Pakusevski.
Checking in for the away team. Number 2.
There's 1:59 left in the fourth quarter. Pass to Wanzera. There's the pick. Fires the three. Pakusevski grabs the miss.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
From deep. The shot, no good. Pakusevski's gotten 4 shots to go in 12 attempts. Shots good by Wanzera. Wanzera's got 11 points in the quarter.
Wow, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates.
And it's a great finish!
Oh my gosh.
Here he comes, and there he goes.
Oh, look at him punish that rim. 1:14 left in the fourth quarter of this one. So the wing on the left. Shot clock at 5. The putback. Pakusevski grabs the miss.
This has reached desperation time for him.
It's not going to be easy now. They're going to need just about everything to go right from this point on.
A shot by Lundberg, no good. Here's Wanzera. Sinks the triple. Oh, and he quieted down the crowd with that shot. Big, big play.
And that was a punch in the gut to those fans.
Here's Pakusevski. Quick shot there, and it's off target. It's tipped. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Lundberg shot's good.
Well, it's a three-point shooting league. Guys like him are so important for spacing.
16 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Good on the three-point shot.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, they've got clutch guys on this team, and they never let up.
The visiting club takes the win on the road. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think,
All right, everyone. Greetings from 2K Sports. Get ready for some NBA action. With two Hall of Famers, Doris Burke and Grant Hill. I'm Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce, our reporter. We've got the visitors facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. We've got Usman Garuba, and it's Hazonia in at the 3 spot. Pass to Garuba. Ball stolen. Here's Ntilikina. Outside Jones. Lets it go from deep. And Musa pulls it down. Here's Garuba. Off with the layup. Outside Jones. Bonga. Pass to Jones. Inside. That one goes. Now he's 1 for 2.
just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
And I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Here's Musa. Launches it. Here's Garuba. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
I don't mind that. I mean, they met him at the rim and temporarily prevented the points.
And so he makes both from the line. First minute and a half of basketball played here in this one. Pass to Bonga. Fires the 3. Nails it from 3. Bonga's got his second bucket on the night.
You know, outstanding start. You've made 3 of your first 4.
Here's Hezonja. Here's Campazzo. And it's going to be a goaltending call here, so they will count the bucket.
He almost blocked that shot in time, just a nanosecond late.
Here's Ntilikina. It's stolen by Campazzo. Pass to Musa. Let's go with a 3. Drops in the 3.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Now Jones from outside the arc. From 17. The shot off that time.
Listen, he can make that shot right there, but I do know they have other options they can go to.
Pass to Campazzo. Here's Musa. Back to Campazzo. Shot clock at 5. Basket counts.
That pass had to be thrown not only in the right spot, but at the right time.
Outside Jones. 4-3. Gets the 3 ball to go. Jones has got 5 now.
This is as pure a shooter as there is. You've got to stay connected or it's a problem.
Just under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the first quarter. The drive by Campazzo. Got a piece of it. And here's the fast break. The 3 is up. And Hezonja pulls it down. Pass to Campazzo. Here's Ntilikina. Still no points. They set the pick. Snatched away. It's picked off. To the middle. And he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
At the end of the day, though, it's 2 points. Don't hang your heads. Let's get refocused and play with more patience.
Musa, no good. And they're pushing it up. Goes up from the top of the key. And the sweet roll that time on the rim. That one falls.
The big story thus far, how well they've shot the rock.
8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. To end the run. Can't hit that one.
He's giving his all, but you can't force yourself back on track.
Here's Bonga. Offline with a 3. And here they come. Here's Garuba. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance at a 3-point play.
You know, that was an excellent play right there. Using his strength to power through contact.
This will be his 3rd free throw of the game. And we've reached the end of the first quarter. They're up by 4. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second quarter. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And from what we've seen here from the home team, what's your take so far?
Well, clearly they played well in the first period because of their selfless attitude.
I'll tell you, that willingness to make the extra pass, that is what creates good looks. It also forces the defense to scramble.
Pass to Lundberg. Launches a three. Goes back up. Here's Pokashevsky. There's the three. Gets his second attempt to go. Now he's 1 for 2.
And this will be more and more a part of his game, the more efficient he gets. Pokashevsky, a big who can shoot it.
Goes up and lays it in nice and easy.
Always a good possession when you can get that kind of look.
Launches it. Pulls up at the elbow. Clock at 6. Takes the three. It's rebounded by Ibaka. Pokashevsky's gone 1 for 3 on the night. Ibaka against Jones. And here's Ibaka. And the go-ahead bucket, no good.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Washington passes to Pokashevsky. Takes a three. And the three-pointer goes. Pokashevsky's got 6.
Well, after a less than stellar start in the first quarter, you like to see that shot go down.
And he drives in. And he gets the bucket.
Great finish. What a setup. Terrific ball movement there.
Pass to Washington. Fires for 3. Pokashevsky the miss.
Boy, he won't miss many from that spot. The defense gets lucky there.
And the visitors call time here. Deck, he's checked in for Garuba. He's guarded by Washington. And that one drops for him.
And now almost all their points coming from the paint.
Pass to Pokashevsky. Lets it go from deep. It's rebounded by Ibaka.
I'll tell you, he's trying to help them extend this lead, but it's been a tough night for him individually.
He's guarded by Washington. Sends it home from three-point land. He has 7.
He took what the defense was giving him that time. There was nobody on him on the three-point shot. Boy, don't give him the lights out.
Picked by Pokashevsky. Looking to win the run. Sinks that one after missing his first 2 attempts. Now 1 for 3.
Both teams are starting to find a rhythm here.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
That one goes in.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
On the wing, Jones. That's Ibaka defending. Basket's good.
Now put your head down and go to work. That's what they need to do.
Boy, the tide is running one way and then shifts back in the other direction. I've lost count of how many lead changes we've had here tonight.
He's guarded by Washington. Pass to Ibaka. Over Jones. Ibaka's shot is off.
I'm sure he's kicking himself. He hates to blow that kind of opportunity.
And Pokashevsky gets it to go. Pokashevsky's got his 3rd basket on the night right there.
He drops yet another dime, just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
The 3 is up. Ooh, it's stolen away. He got it. No doubt that's a foul. And it's going to be a transition take foul.
Personal foul. First team foul. At the line for the away team. Substitution on the court.
41 seconds left in the first half. Driving inside. The rebound by Bonga. Here's Ntilikina. Still without a bucket. Pass to Bonga. From deep. Another miss. He's 2 for 4. Fires the 3. He's off on that one. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Oh, not the defensive effort they need to cut into the lead.
Boy, good call. You have to at least try to protect the rim.
You're just too slow to react. You can't afford to sleepwalk through possessions. What's going on out there?
And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. They're up by 3. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports.
You take a look at the home team. Yeah, they're almost the best in show. My question is, how much better can they get? Can they shift? They've been playing very unselfish. I'm telling you, these guys are feeding off the ball movement. And as a basketball fan, it's wonderful to watch.
Thanks for tuning in.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly even one. Here's Campazzo. Pass to Hezonja. And a nice finish on the layup.
Keeping pace here. That's an excellent move inside.
We've got Usman Garuba, and it's Hezonja in at the 3, small forward.
First personal foul. First team foul.
They set a pick. Bonga sinks it from distance. Bonga's got 11.
They've been pretty lax with their perimeter defense, giving up a lot of three-pointers.
Here's Musa. Yep, count it.
It's nice to see they're not settling for three-pointers. These guys are putting in the work inside.
We've got Usman Garuba, and it's Hezonja in at the 3. Jones from outside. The offensive rebound. Here's Bonga. Counted from distance. He's got 14.
You gotta love how they've been crashing the boards, fighting hard for every miss.
Here's Musa. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
3 straight buckets to start the half. This is how they wanted to come out and execute.
We've got Usman Garuba, and it's Hezonja in at the 3. Jones from outside. And Hezonja pulls it down.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
The drive by Campazzo. That misses. Had a chance to tie it.
Their first miss after hitting 3 straight shots, but I like their aggressiveness coming out of the half.
Pass to Bonga. Just 5 on the clock. It's tipped. It's stolen by Campazzo. And here comes the break for the tie. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
First personal foul. First team foul.
First free throw is good.
Line for the away team. Tavares taking 2 shots.
That one drops. He ties it up. And now around 2 minutes going by in this half. Here's Bonga. He's got 14 on target from range. Bonga's got 9 points now in the second half.
They've had a hard time shutting down the three-point shot.
Bonga has gone 6 of 8 from the field. Takes it inside. Musa, good.
Boy, excellent start to the second half. They've missed just once in 5 attempts.
Pass to Bonga. Here's Ntilikina. The 3 is up. And Hezonja pulls it down.
Well, the defense clearly was not interested in guarding him from downtown. They're very fortunate he missed.
Got to give him credit for jumping on the ball and making the most at the other end.
Boy, inexcusable at this point of the game. They got to be more composed in these moments.
Boy, in a tight game like this, that can change the whole tone. It helps your opponent get into a little bit of a rhythm.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
To the left wing. Pass to Garuba. 6 on the shot clock. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
And even from where we're sitting, you could clearly tell it was a foul.
He's shooting free throws number 4 and 5 here.
Usman Garuba at the line for 2.
He hits the second from the line. 1:52 left in the third quarter. The 3. Here's Bonga. From deep. And Azonia pulls it down.
Yeah, and the defense really respects his shooting ability, and they showed it with that tight coverage.
Over to the wing. Soft touch off the glass. And this game is tied up now.
Well, everyone's seeking those high percentage looks in the restricted area. Nicely done there.
Making sure of it with the two-hand slam, B.A.
Yeah, I don't blame him. With the score this tight, you cannot take a chance here. Campazzo, the pass to Garuba. Here's Musa. Sinks it from distance. He's got 13.
Well, this guy has been efficient and effective all night. That IQ has been on display.
And looks like an illegal pick was set. That gets the ref's attention.
Boy, not on the same page there. And in a possession ball game, that's a big mistake.
There's 49 seconds left in the third quarter. Pass to Campazzo. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. Campazzo's got his second basket on the night.
They've toned down their three-point attack in the second half, looking to protect the lead with higher percentage shots.
Oh, didn't think that was going in.
It's so obvious Ntilikina is a pass-first point guard. This guy is an exceptional passer with very good vision.
Banked it in off the glass.
And they've really managed to dominate inside.
Looking to slow it down here, run a play.
Which is interesting because they've done much better playing with pace.
To the left side wing. Here's Bonga. Oh, offline! And at the close of the third quarter, still a close game. Both teams putting up points in a hurry. They lead by 2. 3 tense quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we get ready for the fourth. We've got Washington, and it's Lundberg in at the 2-guard spot. Pass to Pokashevsky. Here's Lundberg. Back to Pokashevsky. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Oh, there's a killer 2-hand slam.
Oh, what ferocity on the throwdown. I just love when he goes up with purpose.
Where was the D right there? The effort lacking big time.
Yeah, and give him credit for taking advantage in a close game. Those are the types of plays that can swing things in your direction.
It's rebounded by Ibaka.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
60 ticks off the clock here in the fourth. From outside the arc, Washington grabs the miss.
Trying to close out. You got to know who's hot and who's not.
Here's Pokashevsky. Gets the 3 to fall.
And this has to help Pokashevsky's confidence, showing he can finish through contact right there.
We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. Pass to Deck. Ooh, anticipated the pass. It's a turnover. Here's Lundberg. The three from Washington. It's kept alive. Here's Pokuševski. Three-pointer off the mark. Pokuševski's gotten just 4 of his 10 shots to fall here. Blocked!
Oh, send it back, Alexei Pokuševski. Make him feel that 7-foot frame.
Ibaka against Jones. Fires from deep. It's hauled in by Pokuševski. Pokuševski's got 4 rebounds now. From downtown, sinks the tray. Pokuševski's got 7 now in this quarter.
They are unconscious from outside, and so far the defense has had no answer.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
And the visitors call time here. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Hey guys, over that break I was able to catch the message that the visiting team coach was giving to his team. He was very upbeat and positive, saying to his guys, let's go, I want you guys to up the pace. Look to push the ball up the floor whenever you can. They cannot stop us in transition. Let's see how the team responds. Guys?
Okay, thank you, Allie. Here's Bonga. Comes up empty down low.
Full team foul. Bonga. First personal foul. First team foul. Shooting for the...
Just under 2.5 minutes gone by now in the final quarter. Defended by Jones. Here's Musa. The three-pointer off the mark.
Just enough of a shot contest to bother him.
Here's Bonga. From outside, off the mark.
Boy, a wide open shot from his favorite spot. That is one he'd like to have back.
And the basket is good. And that ties it up.
Can't ask for a better look with the game in the balance.
2 minutes remaining.
Pass to Pokuševski. Fires the three. That's good. And it's Jones with the assist. Pokuševski's got 10 points in the quarter.
A huge shot. His three-point shooting has been outstanding tonight.
Yeah, he's done more work outside the arc than inside it, and that's not going to change now. They'll ride his long-range game all the way to the end of this one.
Here's Musa. Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Jones drives in, and he lays it up and in. Jones has gone 4 for 7 from the field tonight. And a bit of a battle for the ball, and the officials signal a jump ball here. Pass to Musa. This one for 3. It's hauled in by Pokuševski. Pokuševski's got 5 rebounds in the game. Picked by Pokuševski. 1:07 left in the fourth quarter. Count it. Pokuševski's got 12 points in just the second half.
But I can see Alexei Pokuševski has a well-rounded offensive game. Right now, he's looking so confident and so efficient.
Here's Hezonja. A shot to stop the run. The rebound by Bonga.
Man, just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Now here's Pokuševski. That's Ibaka defending. And they get it back. Ibaka with a steal.
You know, I think it's desperation time for them.
I'll tell you, you need absolute perfection on every possession. That's what it's going to take here.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Bonga. An absolute bomb from three-point range. There's 21 seconds left to play in the fourth.
And just not enough time for them to get back in this game.
I'll tell you, it's never an easy point in the game, knowing whatever you do, you're still coming away with the L.
So the home crowd happy here as they get the victory. Boy, they didn't make it easy on their fans or...
Welcome, everybody. Thanks for joining us for NBA action on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan. With me at the table, Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson. And we've also got Hall of Famer David Aldridge reporting from the sidelines. It'll be the visiting team facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. We've got Hezonja, and it's Garuba in at the 4. Here's Campazzo. The layup off target. To the wing right side. Here's Ward. Drains the three-pointer.
And the first of many to come. Explosive offensive talent on both sides.
And if everything goes to plan, this could be a very fun matchup to watch.
Mr. Garuba takes a three. His first shot is a miss. 0 for 1 to start the contest. Goes up. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either. Here's Musa. Drills the three-pointer.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
First quarter, about a minute and a half in. And Garuba is going to pick up a foul. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
On defense, the visitors. It's stolen.
And how about the stingy defense there to deny that pass?
Musa with the bucket. Just about 2 minutes into the game. First quarter of basketball. Lets the three fly. That one, no good. Here's Campazzo. And that's going to be a turnover. They call him for 8 seconds. Here's Ward. And the three off target. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Tavares passes to Hazania. From deep three-point land, it's rebounded by Hayes.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Hazania defender has to Ward. There's the three. Drains it from beyond the arc. Ward's got his third basket of the night.
If you want to throw out of a double team in the NBA, you really have to sell it.
Locked loose. Fast break. Here we go. We've got 1:55 left.
Oh, I see you, big fella.
Can you believe that?
When he took off, I was not expecting that.
Oh, that is just unreal. Is this the dunk contest, or are we actually playing a real game?
No, this one counts, Greg. Believe me. But confidence to attempt that alley-oop to himself.
The D just sagged off just enough, and no hesitation on his part.
Tried to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good. Hazonia on the wing. Still yet to score. The three. Buries it from three-point range.
He just didn't like what he saw inside, so he takes the open transition three. But if he missed, Coach might have had some words for him.
Here's Musa. He's got 8. Fires from deep. That one misses. And here comes the break. Here's Hayes. And Hayes throws it down.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either. Here's Campazzo. And he makes good on the layup.
You'd love to get the ball this close in every trip where you can almost just not miss.
From outside the arc. That's in. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
All these threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run.
Pass to Tavares. Here's Musa. Fires the three. A three-pointer is right on target. Musa's got 11 points.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up.
The scoring fast and furious as we end the first quarter. They're up. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And guys, what's your take on the home team so far?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
And let me tell you, when you establish a physical edge, it gives you a mental edge too.
Count it.
Huge hole in the defense that possession. He didn't waste any time cutting through.
Here's Watsura. It's good from long range. Watsura's got his first 3 points of the game.
Yeah, they're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
Pass to Ibaka. Latre. His first shot is a miss. 0 for 1 to start the contest. Out to the wing. We're starting the second quarter, about a minute gone. Into the lane. Lays it up and banks it in.
Just outstanding distribution. This is the kind of team chemistry that you love to see.
They set the screen beyond the arc. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Here's Jack. And the layup's good off the glass. Jack's got his first bucket of the night.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Low. Bank shot. No good.
I think the defense will live with him taking mid-range jumpers, but maybe just a little bit more resistance.
And it's in there.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
For the three. Good on the triple.
You can't lose a shooter like him on the court. The ball will find its way to him, and he will drill a three each time.
And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense nowhere to be found.
It's stolen by Gonzalez. We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Out to Ibaka. Puts up a three. That's basket number 2 with his third shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
Ooh, can't ask for a cleaner look than that, and he'll make you pay.
Three-pointer. The rebound by Ibaka.
Okay, let's just say it. This has been an ugly quarter for him. Not quite a break a mirror ugly, but it's getting there.
On Thursday. There's 1:59 left now here in the second. There's a good screen. And the three ball is good.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
That's in, and he's now 3 for 3 and looking sharp.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
And just over 3.5 minutes play here in the second quarter. Drains the three-pointer.
12 straight points off of three-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
Outside Gonzalez. In the corner, Ibaka with it. For 3. He can't get it to go. And here's the fast break. On up the court. It's good.
attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yeah, when you hustle on the break like he does, good things tend to happen.
Pass to Gonzalez. There's 42 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Next shot is good.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Pass to Hamas. Fires from deep. That's his fourth miss from the floor. He's made 2 of his shots.
Just not there from a rhythm standpoint right now. It's really eluding him.
Outside Gonzalez. And here is Ibaka. Lets the 3 fly. No good there. Up in time. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Leading by 3. Time now for the halftime break, with the third quarter soon to follow, right here on 2K Sports.
Right around this time, I would find out who my teammates were on the All-Star roster. Sadly, I was unable to play alongside Kenny. Sad for him. They're clicking from outside. Hard cuts to the ball and a few bone-jarring screens. Man, they have a high quality of looks.
And that is it for halftime.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. So it's the visitors now. It's a 3-point game. Campazzo, the pass to Hazanya. There's a screen. Lets it go from deep. And he's good on the 3 ball. And that makes it a tie ball game. Hazanya's gone 1 of 3 from 3-point land. He got his own yet. And it's Tavares in at the 5 down low.
An aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Yeah, taking it right to the rim. One imagines that might be discussed at halftime. That's going to be on the film.
That 3 off target had some space there after the little pump fake. Here's Musa. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. Driving to the basket. Rebound by Tavares. Tavares has got his 4th rebound in this one. Lasagna, the pass to Garuba. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation.
And that is an absolute heartbreaker of a turnover. In a close game like this, that might be enough to impact how it ends.
They set the pick.
And how's that for a one-man show? Put this fella on Broadway.
The most magnificent alley-oop we could have seen. Campazzo, the pass to Musa. Drills it from outside. Musa's got 14 points for the game.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
Hands it from downtown.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Here's Hazanya. Kept alive. Here's Garuba. Puts up a 3. That one is good again. He's 6 for 8 from the floor with the basket.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
And, of course, it helps space the floor, which gives this offense more room to operate.
Oh!
Wow.
Gotta love that one.
Wow.
You have got to be kidding.
Hey, talk about taking things into your own hands. Here's Musa. It falls for his 7th bucket of the contest. He's 7 for 9. Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. And stolen by Hazonia. Campazzo, the pass to Tavares. Here's Campazzo. Whoops, they pick off the pass. Bangs home the trifecta. 12 points for him. Third quarter, guys, and this has been a neck-and-neck game.
Both teams getting it done defensively, as evidenced by the 8 lead changes thus far.
Tavares passes to Campazzo. Here's Musa. 19 points in the game. 5 to shoot. Hazonia on the wing. And that goes out of bounds. And they'll keep possession. Swiped away. Here's Garuba. And he banks in the layup. Garuba's got his first basket of the night.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grinded out game.
1:10 left in the third. And he finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
No doubt. That's the kind of play that can energize the whole team, and they will take it in a close game like this.
Here's Tavares. From outside, off the mark.
Shocking that he just bricked that one. The defense got real lucky there.
Pass to Hayes to the left side wing. Here's the screen.
Oh, that is just unreal. Is this the dunk contest, or are we actually playing a real game?
No, this one counts, Greg. Believe me.
My
But confidence to attempt the alley-oop to himself. Here's Campazzo. And here is Hazonia. And that one off the back of the rim and in. Hazonia's got 5 now.
And you could see he just caught a glimpse of the open man on the perimeter and immediately got him the basketball.
Pass to Ward. With 1 on the clock, and no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. That concludes the third quarter. It continues to be an exciting neck-and-neck game. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate, and how about the setup this way?
We talk a lot about playing for one another. Right there with the pass, he's demonstrated what it means to do exactly this.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter in what is still anybody's ballgame. Pass to Deck. Here's Gonzalez. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Good on both. Low. Lays it up and banks it in.
You love how each side has risen to the challenge throughout this one.
Man, this has been a fun one, but look, who doesn't love a high-scoring game?
An easy 2 points on the layup.
Cutting into that deficit now, well within striking distance.
A stop or two in the next minute or so, and they could even this game up. Great job to keep battling.
Drains it from beyond the arc.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those three-point attempts.
Pass to Depp. 6 to shoot. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
That's going to draw a whistle every time down the floor. Not even close to being a legal screen.
That's a very avoidable turnover. You gotta focus on the details.
The shot's good.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Yeah, it's clear why they go to him in these moments. They know he's going to deliver for him.
Defended by Ibaka. A putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
With a short break in the action gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Hey guys, well during the break I was able to catch the message the visiting team coach gave to his team. Coach is not happy with that three-point battle. He told his team we're down because they're making more threes than us. We have to defend the line if we're not making them at the other end. Guys?
Thank you, David. They set the pick. And he drives in. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Well, great chemistry on display. He understood where to put the screen in order to free up his teammate.
Misses from close range. The Bucket's gone 2 of 6 here tonight from the field. We've got 1:48 left in the game. No good from outside.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Here's Musa. To tie it up. The shot comes out. And it's thrown down hard with both hands.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, He really does put pressure on him.
Yeah, hard to strategize for a guy who can make a pass or a play like this right in your face.
Kazania hits it from three-point range.
The defenders need to recognize the importance of staying on him as we get into crunch time.
54 seconds left in the fourth quarter. There's the steal. Here's Deck. Oh, wow, a huge basket to tie the game.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
What a huge play coming through when it matters most.
Here's Waterup. Nails the triple.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Here's Musa. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Pass to Waterup. Takes it inside. There's the three. Buries the long-range jumper.
And look at how quick he was to bite on the pump fake. Left his feet way too soon.
And so they get the victory here at home. It was a
Welcome, fans, to 2K Sports Thursday afternoon coverage of the NBA. Alongside Grant Hill and Brent Barry, I'm Brian Anderson. Also with us tonight, our reporter, Allie LaForce. We've got the visitors facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. And it's Ntilikina in at the one. It's good.
This is how you begin a game. Set the tone right from the jump.
Take a nice deep breath. You score on that first possession. Gets the game started the right way.
A quick shot there. It's off target. To the inside. Shoots from the elbow. And no good. Outside Jones. Plenty of space. And he wills that one in. Sinking it right through the back of the iron.
Ntilikina showing his role right there as a distribution player.
Defended by Jones. Out to the wing. Knocks down the triple.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
And now just over a minute played here in the first. On the wing, Jones. The 3-ball. Fires in the triple. Jones has got 5 points.
These teams are finding the range, showing a lot of confidence.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now, it's a shootout.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Thanks. I caught up with the home team's head coach. I asked him how he plans to slow down Paolo Banchero, and coach told me, look, he's an all-star, so you've got to guard him with your whole team. He's big, he's strong, he can punish you down low, but he's also quick and has the ability to beat you on the perimeter. We'll have to be disciplined tonight, B.A.
And Allie, thank you for that. Off target from outside. And they're on the run. Oh,
yes, sir.
Wow. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
Now, I know he makes it look easy, but it takes incredible physical tools to pull that off.
Athleticism and explosion. Jones sets a screen. Here's Bonga. That's it. Coming off an assist from Jones.
No way he's going to pass that shot up. The D is way too far back and relaxed in getting out on it.
First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Defended by Jones. Hayes with a screen. Just 5 to shoot. Knocks down the long J. He has 7.
That's one of the best three-point shooters. You got to try to scramble the Jets right here and get that guy off the sweet spot.
Nice assist and nice finish. Solid play all the way around.
Well, Frank looking better and better here on the offensive end.
Here's Ward, defended by Jones. Three-pointer off the mark. Now here's Jones, tightly guarded. Misses the 3.
That's exactly how you have to defend him on the perimeter. You can't allow any space.
Jones grabs the board. We've got 1:28 left in the first quarter here. Here's Bonga. The 3. And he jams it home with authority.
Padding the stat sheet, getting the board and the hoop all on one play.
Yep, he's earning his coach's appreciation. And the three-pointer goes.
He doesn't look satisfied with the lead right now. He wants more, and he looks like he's going to get it.
To the paint. And the ball ends up out of bounds. And they retain possession.
Just a millisecond late. So close to coming up with a steal there.
Real close, and I'm sure next time he might time that a little bit better and get a hand on it.
3 points.
There's 47 seconds left now in the first quarter. Pass to Ward. There's the triple. Jones grabs the board. It's a one-on-one situation. Jones' shot is good. Jones has got 10 points.
He's firing on all cylinders. Has to be happy with his 4 of 5 shooting from the field so far.
4-3. Doesn't fall. Now 4 for 6. Jones, the pass to Ntilikina. Here's the 3. That's good. And it's Jones with the assist. Jones has got 3 assists now in this one.
2 teammates connecting right there. Slick feed. You know, every coach should show players game tape of how he just boxed out right there. Great job with the footwork and using his body to step to the rebound.
The scoring is fast and furious as we end the first. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And what do you guys think about the visitors here in this one?
Was simple. Rebounding made all the difference in the first quarter. They really got after it.
Yeah, rebounding can also be just about will, and they showed some of that in going in there and collecting some boards.
Nails it from 3.
Good ball pressure and fast plays like that will tighten this up quick.
Okashevsky with it. Pulls it. 3-pointer. That one no good.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
The rebound by Lundberg. On the break. Launches a 3. The putback. Controls the rebound and the putback.
And they just continue to dominate the boards.
And we're now about a minute into this second quarter of play. He launched that one from way outside.
They are shooting it well from beyond the arc right now.
From behind the arc. No good.
They're just a little off his game this quarter. He's trying to work his way into a rhythm.
And the ball travels out of bounds. Turnover. And we have just about a half a season left. Here's our latest power rankings. They stalled a little bit, looking to get something started and make a move up the ladder.
You know, right now for the visiting team, they've tried a couple times to make a push up the rankings with no success. But I think they can be proud of where they landed.
He hits the back iron and sinks it. Pokashevsky's gotten 4 this quarter.
Poku with no hesitation.
There's a screen. To the wing, right side. Jacks up a 3. Perfect night so far, 2 for 2.
A dozen consecutive points off of 3s. This defense looks rattled.
Washington passes to Pokashevsky for 3. Drills it from deep. Pokashevsky's got 7 points.
It took a little bit of time, but now he's taking the pen off the cap and putting his mark on this game.
It's stolen. Here's the break. Washington passes to Pokashevsky. That 3's off the mark. And here in the second quarter of action, just a hair under 2.5 minutes played. Lets it fly. No good from the wing.
Just imagine if he was shooting better. The lead would be even bigger.
He buries it from 3. 9 points in the game.
All 5 of the last buckets they've given up have been from downtown.
Now for those joining us now, we're in the second quarter, about 3 minutes gone by. No coverage that time.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line. And I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
Good work there as it goes. Thomas has got 5 points now in the quarter.
And they're in a better flow this quarter offensively. And their shooting percentage is steadily rising as a result.
Here we go, one-on-one. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. 1 free throw coming his way.
And you can tell they're in sync right now, expertly turning the steal into fast break points.
Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Washington passes to Pokashevsky. From the arc. And counted. Now 4 for 9.
Defense shaking their heads. No idea how to stop him in this quarter. He's got him on the ropes.
Pass to Hamas. to shoot. Intercepted. There's 48 seconds left to play in the first half. Okashevsky's gone 40% from the floor in 10 attempts. Counted from distance.
Exactly what every offense needs. Shooters who can force the defense to extend.
Oh, there's no doubt he's a legitimate threat from downtown, and he's demonstrating that in this game.
No good from outside. He got his defender off his feet with a pump fake, but couldn't knock it down. Out to the right wing. There's a screen. Puts up a three. They get the rebound. Let's go with a three. Here's Lundberg. And the first half comes to a close in a tie game. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
33.
Thanks, as always, for watching. Let's head back to Brian Anderson and crew for the start of the second half.
Second half of basketball is upon us, and we may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game we've seen so far. The visitors with the ball. Now Jones. Oh, there's the alley! And here they go on a free run to the bucket. And it's Jones in at the 4-man spot.
And just Shakespearean there, a smart read. Saw the defense was collapsing inside, so he wisely pulled up from the outside and drilled it.
Now here's Jones. He's scoreless. They grab their own miss. Bonga pass to Jones. Shot clock at 6. And it's all from three-point range. Drops in the 3. He's got 13.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him at all times, or he will bury you.
Oh, swiped away. In transition. Pulls up for 3. The rebound by Bonga.
I mean, he's trying to shoot his way out of what's becoming a prolonged cold streak.
Yeah, he's got to move on, forget about this sequence here, and try to find a way to get on the board. What elevation. He's a smaller but still determined big man, and he likes mixing it up with his impressive vert.
There's a screen.
And not often we get treated to a solo alley-oop.
Takes precision timing for sure. Lets the 3 fly. Unable to get that one.
The third quarter has not started well, just 1 of 4.
Hayes with a screen on Jones. Fires from the wing. Doesn't go in. Third miss out of 9 shots. Jones from outside.
First personal foul. First team foul.
And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. Here's Bonga. Connects from downtown. Bonga's got 6 points.
The defense really fell apart there. You can't afford to leave them all alone at the arc.
Pass to Ward. Down to 5 on the shot clock. 3-pointer. And finished off by Hayes.
You have to prevent him from getting to the paint, unless you want to see a highlight.
Here's Jones, and that one is hammered home.
Oh, man, he He got fancy with that finish.
He may be trying to provide the spark they need to break this one open. Here's Ward. No points so far. The quick look, no good that time. Three minutes gone now in the third quarter. Here's Bonga. That one's good. This game is all even. He's got 9.
Zero defense. You can't let a good shooter have the wide open 3.
Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. For the lead. And it's good as he snugs it right through the net. Bonga's got 8 points in the quarter.
He's got a lot to do with the position that they're in. A very smart offensive performance tonight from him.
Looking to win the run. That one's good. 7 for 10 now.
Well, he now has 4 3-pointers this game, guys. 2 in each half. He's really spacing out the floor for his teammates.
Down low. Outside Jones. And that goes out of bounds. And they'll keep possession. On Sunday,
checking out their schedule, they've got a tough run of games coming up. But quality opponents are a great chance for you to see how well your team can truly perform.
Jones, great positioning on the putback. Here in the second half, this game's still nip and tuck.
Just an insane amount of lead changes. The fans are getting their money's worth.
Here's Ward. No points yet. Beyond the arc. Jones grabs the board. Here's Ntilikina. Three-pointer, no good. Offensive rebound. Pass to Hayes. Hayes with a screen on Jones. Knocks it down from distance. 21 points in the game.
I don't know. I'm getting the feeling as this game moves on, he's getting stronger.
Here's Bonga. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
This game has been like a seesaw. Both teams going back and forth at one another.
Yeah, everybody trying to get away from one another, and the threads are keeping them close. This has been highly competitive.
Jones in the post. Takes a 3. That shot off the mark. That concludes the third quarter. It continues to be an exciting neck-and-neck game. Leading by a point. And we're coming back in. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
Now, I know he's a big man, but he's got some point guard in him if he's making passes like this.
The passing for the team becoming contagious, this time involving the big.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we'll start the fourth in what is still anybody's ball game. It's hauled in by Pokashevsky. The 3 from Washington. It's hauled in by Hummels. He's guarded by Washington. Puts up a 3. Drains the triple. Coming down the stretch. It's still anyone's game.
Incredible effort and energy on both sides. These guys must be gassed.
Buries it from 3.
These teams are finding the range, showing a lot of confidence.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now, it's a shootout.
They set the screen. Three-pointer. It's hauled in by Pokashevsky. Fires top of the key. That one's good. Nothing but net. Up again. It's hauled in by Pokashevsky. And just about a minute and a half gone by in the fourth. Picked by Pokashevsky. Unloads. And it's good. Off the back of the rim and in. Pokashevsky's got 5 points in the quarter. Pokashevsky's gone 6 of 12 in the game from the floor.
Justin G. First personal foul. First team foul. Substitution on the court.
On defense, the visiting team. They played a great fourth quarter defensively, allowing only 3 points.
Put that one-man show on Broadway.
That's one way to go with the alley-oop. Here's Bonga. There's the three. He can't get it to go. We're in the fourth quarter here. Just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Here's Pokashevsky. No good from outside. From downtown. Offensive board. The three. Oh, they find the hot hand. You can count it. He's 10 for 14 now.
He's done so much damage from beyond the arc, and he's still hitting those big shots.
Game is on the line. He wants the ball. No one on D stepped up to stop him.
Picked by Pokashevsky. And they waste no time getting those 3 points back.
Oh, what confidence to take this kind of shot. On the road, late game scenario, what a sequence.
Three-pointer. The putback. It's good on the putback.
And those second chance buckets are major bonus points if you can get them.
A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. From outside the arc. No good on the shot. They've been keeping things close.
And now have a chance to jump back on top, BA.
Oh, and they take the lead. Give him 31 now.
Cool, calm, and collected at a critical juncture in this game.
Outside Jones. Up top, Pokashevsky.
Yeah, unfortunately, just poor execution there. You cannot give the ball away at this point in the game.
So it's the home team now. The lead is 2. Hayes with a screen to the paint.
Yes! Wow, that takes steady nerves right there.
Not backing down from this moment here. When the game is close, he kicks it up a notch.
Pass to Bonga. Will it go? Offensive rebound. From the arc. And he sinks it. Oh, what a sensational bucket. That brings him within 1. Here's Ward. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Oh, gets the 3 to fall.
That's an important bucket. Now they have to guard the perimeter tight. No threes at all.
They could win it. Oh, that shot had a chance, but the all-or-nothing shot attempt is off the mark. And so the road team
broadcast of the NBA here on 2K Sports. Kevin Harlan here, and I'm joined by Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines. We've got the visiting team and the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. They've got Jones. Jones is out there with Ntilikina, and it's Bonga in at the small forward spot. Here's Garuba, nailed from three-point land.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from three. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Taken away. To the right side. Here's the screen. Here's Musa. No good with the triple. And now we've got some time to check in from the sideline. You got for us, DA?
Thank you, Kevin. Well, I was able to catch up with the head coach of the home team. Now, we spoke briefly about how critical it is to slow down Paolo Banchero. Coach said he can be a force on offense when he gets a couple to fall. The energy and effort from our guys has to be high if we want to contain him. We'll see if that team can contain Banchero out there, guys. Back to you.
Okay, David, thanks. Bonga gets the bucket.
You know, that's what you love about Ntilikina. I mean, very unselfish and constantly looking to set up his guys.
And in the first, a little over a minute and a half in. Garuba the pass to Tavares. And here they come. Here's Bonga. Pass to Jones. And it's Jones finishing it off.
Oh, he is a highlight reel unto himself, guys.
That could be a contender for the dunk of the year, I think.
Without question, a crowd pleaser to the 10th degree.
Here's Garuba. Jacks up a three. They get it back. Tavares kicks to Hezonja. A second chance effort. And Jones pulls it down.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
Here's Bonga. A three-pointer, no good. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Here's Campazzo. Six on the shot clock. Here's Musa. Pass to Garuba. Takes the three. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 or 3 so far.
A total defensive collapse. I mean, no reason to allow him that kind of space from behind the arc.
Bonga the pass to Jones. 1:52 left in the first quarter. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Here's Musa, defended by Jones. Musa with the bucket.
Defensively, there was a lack of aggressiveness, and it really made it easy for him to knock that shot down.
Puts up a deep three. Bonga, no good.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
Here's Musa. Sinks the triple. Musa's got 6.
Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
Davies misses.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Here's Tavares. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Yeah, they're lasered in. I mean, really making the most of their possessions.
Jones from outside. Sinks the three-pointer.
And you know, he's going to continue to bury those if that's how they're going to D him up.
There's 47 seconds left to play in the first quarter. To the left wing. Tavares passes to Garuba.
Away team foul. First personal foul. First team foul. Substitution on the court.
There's 37 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Ibaka looking for an opening. 5 on the clock. Here's Davies. Hasn't made one yet. Outside, Jones traps in the tray. There's 14 seconds left to play in the first. From downtown, here's Ibaka. To look at it again. They need to be certain he beat the buzzer.
And even though, you're thinking maybe we don't need the replay in a situation like this, still plenty of time left in this game, and really it's about getting the call right.
Offense, the order of the day as the first quarter comes to a close. Up 5. We'll take a quick break, then get you back to the action. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. Guys, what's your take on the home team so far?
Well, when you control the glass, you control the second chance opportunities on both ends.
And, their rebounding advantage has been glaring, simply outworking them on the boards for that entire first quarter.
Off target there, that would have pushed the lead to double digits. Pushing it up. Washington passes to Partizan. Out to the right wing. Over to the wing. He's covered by Washington. Puts up a deep 3 from beyond the arc and then some. 5 points in the game.
Oh, beautiful looking shot. I mean, when you can hit it from that deep, wow.
Pass to Lundberg. There's the triple. Good on the three-point shot.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
A pull-up. The rebound by Ibaka.
And if you ask me what percentage of the time he's making that shot, my answer would be in the single digits.
Well, you can't be forcing a shot like that. You got to keep the ball moving. Get something better.
Pass to Deck. Fires the 3. Clock at 6. Takes a 3. Right wing. Outside Gonzalez. Shoots a 3. The shot will not fall. That 3 off the mark.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Up top, Ibaka. Defended by Pokusevski. Fires for 3. Pokusevski grabs the miss.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the 3.
All alone. Good. Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone.
You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
Yeah, he was 1 step late that time.
First team foul.
Now, here is Ibaka. Launches a 3.
And after that solid opening quarter, you can see now he is definitely starting to cool off.
Pokusevski can't hit.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
We've seen it time and time again in games. Effort and determination on the glass can make up for a lot of other weaknesses.
Shot clock at 6. They can use a bucket, and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Second personal foul. Second team foul. At the line for 2.
The first one falls.
Number 24.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Pass to Pokusevski. drills the three-pointer. Pakusevski's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Pakusevski's gone 1 of 2 from three-point land. Here's Deck. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
First personal foul.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, that's the message they were sending with that foul. Nothing easy inside.
Yeah, nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
My kind of hoops. Straight ahead, playing downhill, and physical.
To the middle, out left to the wing. A shot by Washington, and he's wide open. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
It's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
And I like the bold move of going right back at him to return the 3, but he just couldn't get it to go.
Pakusevski with the bucket.
It's important that you have big men who can shoot in this day and age, and this guy can really stretch the floor.
Gonzalez passes to Deck. Back to Gonzalez. Ripped away. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. Pass to Lundberg. Three-pointer. The rebound by Ibaka. Stolen by Washington. 2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. Here's Pakusevski. Drains the jumper to finish the break. Pakusevski's got 8 here in the quarter.
And the defense to start that play was terrific. I love the fact that they attacked early in the shot clock.
And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Leading by just 2. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports.
That'll do it for our show tonight.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. We've got Hezonja, and it's Tavares in at the center, filling out the middle. Here's Campazzo. Scoreless thus far. Musa can't hit. Fast break, here we go. We've got Ntilikina. He's out there with Jones, and it's Bonga in at the 3 spot. So starting the second half, here's who Phil Jackson has on the floor. And there's the drive. Ntilikina can't hit.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
And now here's Hezonja, defended by Jones. From deep, connects from 3-point range. Hezonja's got 5 points so far.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
Jones for 3, knocks down the 3 ball.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Here's Garuba, and right away they match it with a 3-pointer of their own. He's got 9. Guys, we're not through 3 quarters of play, but 6 lead changes already in this one.
Yeah, competitive, and I think we all can agree that we thought this would be the type of game that would come down to the end. How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Well, when you look at the assist totals, hey, they've been clearly the better team.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
For the 3. Offensive rebound, kicks it out to Jones. Now here's Jones, guarded closely. That one drops for him.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Yeah, you know, with that size difference, that's not an easy shot. I mean, I don't care how close to the rim he is, that's a tough shot.
Here's Campazzo. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Pass to Musa. Just 5 to shoot. The 3. Here's Tavares. And at last, they get one to fall.
You know, with that kind of height mismatch, you've got to send help defensively.
Davies, the pass to Bonga. The 3. And Garuba pulls it down.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute then, because his shot making is not happening right now.
Pass to Bonga. The tray. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
Way to work the glass, buffet style. Second chance buckets. They can make a big difference.
And there's a minute 45 left to play in the third. Here's Garuba. And he converts the layup. Garuba's got 11 points.
Defensively, you just can't afford to give these easy looks up. Just asking to get burned if you do.
Jones, no one around him. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spaces.
And you know what? It's all about the long distance game for him tonight. He's getting it done from out there.
Here's Musa. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. He's got 11.
Watch out. Now that he's got his first 3 of the half, there might be more in store.
Pass to Jones. A 3-ball. A rebound by Hazanya.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
For the lead. Carries it from 3-point range. Hazanya's got 6 points in the quarter.
Yeah, clearly a defensive lapse there. He is automatic from deep if you're going to leave him that wide open. Big-time mistake. Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And, guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Somebody you can count on. He is an extremely reliable finisher.
Kept alive. Pass to Musa from the arc. And it goes for the 5th time in 10 shots for him this game.
Well, they're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from 3-point range.
Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Snatched up. Here's Bonga. Lets it go with a 3. That's in, coming off an assist from Jones. Jones has got 3 assists in the game. Here's Musa. Hits the 3-point bomb. Musa's got 11 points here in just the second half.
For real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
And we've reached the end of the third quarter. Just a terrific game so far. Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Fires the 3. A 3-pointer is right on target. Boy, right down to the wire here. Still anyone's ball game.
Yeah, and after all the energy both sides have expended, both teams still hungry for the win.
With the drive, takes it off the glass.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Well, you don't want to give him any open shots at this stage. Never mind a layup. Come on now. My goodness.
There's the pick. Launches it from deep. And no good that time.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Well, that looked to me, guys, like a heat check. And it was maybe a step out of his range.
Here's the 3. Out to Gonzalez. Clock at 4. Launches it. Drains the three-pointer.
And they're scoring much more efficiently here in the second half, and they've gotten that field goal percentage above 50.
I tell you what, any team will take that. I mean, if you're shooting over 50%, it means you're getting the kind of looks you want on offense, and you're being smart about it, and you're knocking down the good shots that you get.
Pass to Depp. And good that time.
And how about the grit and determination in the post? I mean, essential qualities to have late in a close game.
Such a wide open look.
And this is the effort you want to see out of your guys, win or lose.
Yeah, you know what? I agree. I mean, they're showing a bunch of fortitude here, keeping this game tight.
Second minute off the clock now in the fourth. He's covered by Washington. Offensive rebound. And he uses the glass on the layup.
And really, they've rebounded well all game long.
Yep, and they've needed every one of those boards. This game's still close.
Took him no time at all on that one.
Out of their last 5 makes, how about all 5 from long range?
Well, the defense just hasn't pressed up to deny any of those looks, guys. I mean, they're hanging back and getting picked apart.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Thanks, Kevin. Well, the head coach of the home team had some words for the team during the break. Now, they preached the little things in the huddle. They asked their team to battle on those 50-50 balls. One extra possession could be all the difference. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David.
You love how each side has risen to the challenge throughout this one.
Hey, defense is taking a back burner, secondary on the marquee, but who doesn't love a game like this? Let's go. I like offense.
Partizan can't hit. We're in the final quarter of play here, 3 minutes in. Here's Musa. Hands it from downtown. Musa's got 20 points.
I tell you what, I don't know what he did in the locker room, but he needs to do a little bit more of it because he's on fire.
Here's Jones. And Jones with the stuff.
Good to see a player going all out when the game's this tight.
You know, G.A., he knows what his job is. Patrol the offensive glass.
You know, that time I thought he did it with authority. Tremendous putback at a time when they really need it.
I'm not sure who was supposed to be on him that possession. I mean, apparently neither did the defenders.
No problem knocking that one down.
Confident and composed on the three-point shot at a critical juncture.
Defended by Jones. Musa with the bucket. Musa's got 16 here in the second half.
Really hard to count how many of their possessions have ended just like that one, with one of his shots falling.
Yeah, that's not a bad way to end the possession, though, and it's the reason this game is coming down to the wire. I mean, his touch from outside and from the field in general has been superb.
.114 left here in the fourth quarter. This three-pointer's off the mark. Here's Bunga. Pass to Jones. Over Hazonia. It's in! What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3. We can probably expect to see him slow it down now.
Yeah, I think you want to milk your possessions.
Here's Deck. Now Hazonia beyond the arc. And Jones pulls it down.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. They get it back to the right side. Bunga, the pass to Jones to tie it up. Yes! And oh, that was an enormous three-pointer.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
Jones drives in. Bunga. Yes!
That's a textbook example of how to move the ball. Boy, you got to love that action.
Pass to Azania. For the win. Oh, that shot had a chance, but no good. The visiting club takes the win on the road. This win, such a tremendous emotion.
And welcome to 2K Sports for another edition of NBA basketball. I'm Brian Anderson with Stan Van Gundy and Hall of Famer Grant Hill. Allie LaForce will be reporting from the sidelines. We've got the visitors facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. Garuba with the bucket.
The first good move in a long chess match between these coaching staffs.
Yeah, now we get to see the counterplay. How you respond is half the battle out there.
Pass to Ward. Just 5 on the clock. Connects on the 17-footer.
Well, that's taking full advantage of the opening. The defense probably willing to give him that one, but I like that he's capitalizing on it.
Here's Musa. And about a minute gone in the first quarter. Launches it. It's Hayes with the rebound. It's a one-on-one situation. Oh, clanks that one. He's 0 for 1 to start. Here's Campazzo. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
Personal foul,
First trip to the line for him here.
At the line for 2, Campazzo.
And he knocks down the first one. And good on the second, so he makes them both. To the middle. Here's Hayes. Oh, nice fake, but the layup's off the mark. And in the first, a little over a minute and a half in. The shot by Hezonja, no good.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Launches it from deep. Sinks it. What range from downtown.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Pass to Garuba. Fires the three. It's Hayes with the rebound.
Well, this isn't the start they wanted. Need to just settle down and move the ball for better shots.
That puts him in the lead.
Defensively, gotta close out a little faster. That's a look he'll make with regularity.
Here's Musa. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first.
Clean look from mid-range. Coach will probably want to run that play again.
To the wing on the left. Oh, they pick off the pass. About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Here's Hezonja. There's the steal. Here we go, all alone. And it's good for 2. He's got 5.
And it's energy like that on both ends of the floor that's got them out ahead.
Pass to Musa. They need this. Count it. And that shot gets him in the books. He's 1 for 3.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
Well, when you are the aggressor this early, it is intimidating.
And there's a pick. The 3 ball. That one won't fall. He's 1 for 3 on the day. The 3 is up. Here's Garuba. No good on the 3. Garuba's gone 1 of 3 shooting so far. They get it back. And he can't get that one. Here's Musa. And it goes. As the official calls the foul, count it, and he'll shoot 1 more at the line. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. And it's tied up with that one. 43 seconds left in the first.
kidding me?
Wow, that's how you take things into your own hands. They haven't held the lead for a while.
And B.A., that's why this possession is so big for them. It could be the turning point in the game.
And the ball ends up out of bounds. They'll keep possession.
Substitution on the court.
17 seconds left in the first quarter. Clock at 6. Hits the trifecta. The visitors with the ball. With 1 on the clock. He got it up in time, but it would not fall for him. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one. Up 1. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And from what we've seen here from the home team, what's your take so far?
Well, what I love is the tremendous belief in their bench. They were looking for points, and their reserves delivered.
Yeah, they really trust their depth. They have no problem relying on their bench in crucial situations.
Home team foul. Number 24. First personal foul. First team foul.
And a miss there on the triple.
Well, you can tell he thinks he should have had that one. Even harder on him when he's got a good look like that and it doesn't go down.
Drives to the hoop. Uneasy, 2 on the layup. He's got 5.
Well, the defense allowed that one. He had a clear path to the cup.
For 3. Pure from 3-point range.
And that's a defensive lapse. A shooter of his caliber can't be left wide open.
Ooh, he's looking comfortable now. 3 for 3. Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. Here's Thomas. The 3 is up. Sends it home from 3-point land.
He really hooked the defender with that pump fake. It worked to perfection.
And there's the drive. Lays it up and banks it in. Second quarter, a little over a minute and a half in. Out to the right wing. Six on the shot clock. From behind the arc. He's in his comfort zone. 2 for 2 to start this one.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Pass to deck. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. All right, for those just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second. Chalk up 2 there.
Yeah, I'd call this ideal scoring distance. It's almost too easy.
Pass to Ibaka. Hey, in 6 attempts, he's made 5. Talk about efficiency.
They have no answer defensively inside.
2 minutes.
1:57 left in the half. Out left to the wing. Shot clock at 5. Launches a 3. Hits the 3-pointer. He's got 6.
They're unafraid to let it rip from downtown, extending their lead.
Here he goes. It goes again. His 6th basket in 7 tries.
That's 10 straight points they've given up in the painted area.
4-3. The putback. The shot won't fall.
One reason this game is so tight is because both teams are hitting the boards with reckless abandon.
The game now all tied up.
Well, coaches will take that any day. Don't pass up open threes like that.
1 minute left to play in the second quarter. To the left side wing. He gets it in there.
See, now that layup isn't possible without the help of the pick.
Let's see if they want to go 2 for 1 here, Grant.
Hey, looking at the clock, I'd say yes.
Pass to Deck. No good with a layup.
Probably should have scored there. He usually does.
There's 18 seconds left to play in the first half of basketball. Fires the 3. Deck with a rebound. Ibaka for 3. He can't get that one to fall. That shot is off. And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very close so far. Leading by just 2. And we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out there for the start of the third quarter, right after the break.
Please direct your attention to center court. Drums, please.
Hello, everybody.
Man, we've talked about it so much, hard to believe we're almost an all-star weekend.
I'm interested to see which new faces make it this year. This first all-star game.
They've had the hot hand from deep, so I'm giving these guys the green light. Keep riding the perimeter game until they take it away.
They sure made it look easy at times. What a hat. Thanks, as always, for watching. Let's head back to Brian Anderson and crew for the start of the second half.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. We've got Usman Garuba, and it's Hazonia in at the 3. Here's Ward to the wing, right side. Hayes with a screen. The putback. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
You gotta love how they've been crashing the boards, fighting hard for every miss.
Here's Campazzo. Here's Musa. Back to Campazzo. Let's go with a 3. He drops it from range. Campazzo's got 5 points. The visitors with the ball. They lead by 1. And about a minute of action so far in the third quarter. Picked it! Over to the wing. Here's Hazonia. For the lead.
Ball is turned over.
On Friday, then on Tuesday. It's a neck-and-neck game in Miami. Going inside. Pass to Ward. Fires from deep. Five on the clock. Campazzo with a steal. And here's the fast break. Here's Garuba. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Personal foul, first team.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. Ties it up, and his next one could give him the lead. And that one drops, so now they lead by 1. Over a minute and a half now into this third quarter action. Lets the 3 fly. Doesn't go for him.
And with that miss, they're just 1 for 4 to start the third quarter.
Pass to Campazzo. with the drive. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Campazzo's got 5 points now this quarter. Campazzo's gone 2 for 3 from the field. And he banks in the layup. 7 points in the game. Second half of play here. We're just under 2.5 minutes past. Pass to Musa. From deep. Doesn't go that time.
Well, clearly it hasn't been his best game offensively, but collectively, they've still found a way to get the lead.
A hard-fought matchup. 7 lead changes thus far.
And these teams have been sparring from the get-go, neither able to land the knockout blow.
Here's Campazzo. Pass to Garuba. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Garuba's got 7 points.
The defense couldn't collapse quickly enough.
Hayes with a screen. Here's Ward. Fires for 3. Can't get it to go. He's made 4 of his 8 attempts.
The perimeter game has failed him thus far. Hit 1 from range in the first half, but nothing since. Soft interior D, and they've exploited it.
We've gone about 3.5 minutes here into the third. Pass to Ward. Now here's Hayes. Here's Ward. No made baskets yet. Oh, a rim-rattling two-handed jam.
All he needed was a little separation. So effective.
Boy, cleared the path, put him in position for a prime-time dunk.
Well, give credit to the screener there. That's how you help free up your teammates.
Blocked! And he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam. These teams just keep trading the lead.
Yeah, you wonder what it's going to take for someone to pull away.
It's stolen. 34 seconds left in the third. Pass to Hayes. 6 to shoot. Here's Ward. Hayes with a screen. And there's the slam. Dunk to finish it off.
Making sure of it with the two-hand slam, B.A.
Yeah, I don't blame him. With the score this tight, you cannot take a chance here. Here's the 3. That shot missing. This one for 3. Oh, it goes! He beat the buzzer!
The NBA never ceases to amaze me.
And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Leading by 6. We've got more in store for you right after this. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
Well, it's one of the core parts of the game. Reading the defense and creating an easy bucket for your teammate. That is pretty.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4.
I've been in this position. Your team is up. You want to drive in the dagger. He may be a little overeager.
It's good.
And they have a never-give-up attitude.
Yeah, and as a coach, you love having a team like this. They've got 0 quitting.
No good on the triple.
I can't believe he missed that 3. Regardless, that's not a shot the defense should be given.
Fourth quarter just getting started. 1 minute in the books. No good there. Boy, this lead is razor thin.
Yeah, B.A., and there's a chance to extend that right here.
And there's the screen. Pass to Hamas. And he converts the layup.
I mean, they've been relentless. Just keep getting shots at the rim.
The home team calls timeout. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Thanks, guys. The head coach of the home team had some words for his team over the break. They were encouraging their team to run, look for breaks. Coach wants to see them getting into transition more. Back to you, Brian.
Good job there, Allie. Thanks. We're just over a minute and a half now into the fourth. There's the triple. Doesn't go for him.
Yeah, you wonder what is he thinking right now. He's not shooting the ball well, and shots like that only hurt his team more.
As the deep shots continue to fall, you can sense the frustration growing among these defenders.
Here's Hazonia. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but...
Highlight! What a slam!
Oh, my.
You have to be kidding me.
Wow, that's how you take things into your own hands. Takes the three. Doesn't go that time.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Rob! Over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Musa, good.
Woo, what an important three. At his height, he can just shoot right over the smaller man.
Oh, it's stolen. Here's Hazonia. Jacks up a three. Can't hit that one.
Well, I've been here before. You're looking to get back in the game, but desperation threes are not the way to do it.
1:49 left in the fourth. Off target at the rim. Ooh, ripped away. Here's Musa. Tipped. And that goes out of bounds. And they retain possession. A minute 31 left in the fourth quarter here. Lets it go from the wing. Here's Hazonia. Off the mark there with a three.
Well, he's trying to shoot his way out of it from distance, but look, he's got to find something easy.
Nails it from beyond the arc.
Well, the defense gave that away. He's a skilled shooter who you have to contest at the arc.
Here's Deck. Tried to come right back with a three of his own, but it's no good. Fires from way outside. And Musa pulls it down. The three. And he buries it. Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
And defensively, how do you leave them that open in crunch time?
Lets it go from deep. Gets the three ball to go.
Really feels like they're in control. They've got a big lead with time dwindling.
Yeah, and at this point, the focus is take care of the ball, no needless fouls, and no threes.
Puts up a deep three. They get it back. From deep three-point range. The shot no good. And so it's a victory for the road team in this one. It ends up being a fairly easy